Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty.
Well, let me just say this. If you've got high hopes for the new Dying Light game, but still just not sure if this is the game for you or not, Techland just came out and said, we're not really sure exactly how long this game will take to beat, but if we're talking content, you can easily expect thousands of hours of gameplay in this game. Now, here's the new trailer. Dying Light 2 releases February 4th next year, and it is coming to PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, the Nintendo Switch, and also PCs.
Luckily, you have all the tools you need to survive. Your extraordinary parkour skills allow you to navigate even the most treacherous terrain. On the roofs, you can count on your parkour acrobatics to save your life. But often, you'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart, resourceful, and determined.
You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself.
About 2 years ago, Saber Interactive, folks behind some of the greatest third-person games so far, went on and announced Evil Dead, the game. That was along with the release date of late 2021, but unfortunately that's no longer the case anymore. As Evil Dead's release date, just like Dying Light 2 and like another 400 more AAA games, just moved to February next year. Check this out, this game is set to offer multiplayer co-op and PvP for basically all consoles, PCs, and even the Nintendo Switch.
Son of a bitch, back to the hellhole it came from. Soon you'll experience the horror yourself, but for now I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
Holds a horrific secret about the time when humans fought wars.
Then there's Eternal Evil, which is a post-apocalyptic, of course, zombie survival game that's actually available now through Steam as a free-to-play game with a lot of mixed reviews, so to speak. But considering it's a prologue testing, this game can actually go places from here. Check this out. This game, as you can see, looks more like a classic Resident Evil-ish FPS puzzler for which a finished product is now scheduled for early next year.
And what was forgotten will emerge with a new power.
So the second best, or in this case largest, open world zombie survival game in the list, the day before went on and got itself another trailer, just a little while ago, along with a release date after about 6 months of silence. Now, considering the game has been in the making for at least 3 years now, heavily inspired by The Last of Us series MMO game, however, is coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and also PCs next year, June 21st. No More Room in Hell, which is probably one of the scariest multiplayer zombie survival games out of the past decade, has a sequel in the making too, and this time with the benefit of an 8-player co-op multiplayer option. Now, No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the Source mod game, I'd have to say pretty much in the same vein as Left 4 Dead or even the new Back 4 Blood game, is now targeting PCs October 31st next year. Check this out.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not done yet.
That's what I thought.
Look, Bob Hopper doesn't know him either.
Bob's got other things to do, right? That's right. It's news time.
Jesus!
I've talked about Ale probably more than a dozen times already. Ale's the kind of horror game that has the potential to be one of the best things to come out of the gaming scene in the future, and at the same time, none of that. But from what I can tell, for what it's worth, this game's been in the making for at least 2 years, and it's somehow getting to look better every day. Now, is it real? Apparently, but at this point, a release window for the game is just yet to be announced, so just keep it in mind for now. Talk about free-to-play games, there's one over on Steam with an overwhelmingly positive review score. Most of you possibly already familiar with, but just in case let's say you're not, let's say you have a few moments to yourself and what you want it well spent, do make sure to check out Deathly Stillness. What's described by its developers as a boring third-person zombie game with no plot, some quests, and a lot of zombies. It's actually a good one. So, no more than a few months ago, Tencent, folks behind games such as PUBG, went on and announced a totally new open-world game going by Undawn, that it is headed to iOS and Android, but also PCs. Now, it might be a free-to-play game, we don't know just yet, but nonetheless, a survival game in a post-apocalyptic Earth infested with zombies. Undawn's set to be coming out mid to late next year.
No matter how broken our dreams, no matter who you are and where you are, as long as we stand and fight together, we can one day build a new home. Hope never dies. Join us. We are the Ravens.
Y'all remember Made of Sker, right? Hell of a survival horror game out of 2020, and it's been getting better ever since. Now, thing with it is, there was a successor for that game in the making as a co-op experience called Sker Ritual. Interestingly, you can actually play this new game solo or with up to 4 other players online multiplayer. Check this out. No more details were given about this game, however, to accompany the news, they came up with a trailer.
Hope. It's always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley.
State of Decay 3, well, is in development for the PCs and Xbox consoles, unfortunately for which neither Undead Labs nor Microsoft went on to announce a new update for at all. All we do have is a cinematic trailer showing off 15 decades ago, which if it doesn't stop you from looking further, well, there's rumors out there suggesting a late 2022 release date that can even go up to 2023, so that's that. From the creators of Arizona Sunshine, it's a zombie survival game out of 5 years ago, we have another zombie survival game and a VR game too, with an intense co-op gameplay. At its core, that pits up to 4 players against a post-apocalyptic freezing future. Here's the new trailer, just in case you missed out on this one. After the Fall, by the way, is available to pre-purchase now on Steam for about $35. Check this out.
But yeah, let's talk about the survival wave mode a bit. We think it's perfect working on a mode where the gunplay is the most important part. If the pure shooting of zombies is fun and satisfying, we can move on to the next step.
Then there's Projekt Z, an atmospheric, first-person, of course, zombie co-op shooter set in World War II, in which you get to play as different characters, of course, who have very different abilities according to Steam. Interestingly, though, this is also a free-to-play game with online multiplayer, of course, taking a few inspiration from the old Call of Duty zombie modes too, but just a little bit. Check this out. This game's said to be having a Kickstarter campaign very soon and due out sometime possibly next year.
But let's start with this devlog's core element, the wave survival mode. Let's get started with the basics. The barricades. Zombies spawn behind the barricades and destroy them before entering the playable part of the map. In order to fix them, equip your hammer and hammer the barricades.
The Morpheus chip. A revolutionary implant that bridged biological and digital. Soon they found a way to rearrange matter, but it went wrong.
Next Studios, on the other hand, also came up with a new trailer, but a story trailer for Synced Off-Planet just a little while ago, just in case you've missed out on. This is a companion-based shooter set in the future where you have to fight these robot zombies. It's just stupid, but it is what it is. This game has a PvP, PvE, and PvPvE component as well, in addition to having a tiny bit of a battle royale element to it across multiple modes as well, so just keep it in mind for now.
And the tech that almost destroyed us might just save us.
Yeah, we do have another open world zombie survival game in the making that works just like the Dying Light, but then it's not only about you, it's your family as well. Zombie Hell is Infected City is currently on its early to mid development stage and due out possibly late next year. Check this out. To accompany the news, they also came out with a trailer. I'm not sure how long it's been, but it's been a long while since we came across Undead Citadel. We're talking virtual reality zombies in a medieval setting. A game simply offering a story where you'll play as a soldier who finds himself in the middle of a plague back a few thousand years ago. It's kind of an Evil Dead game, but like from way back then. Check this out. This game is coming to PCs only, possibly sometime next year.
This is the year of 2006.
I'm not sure if we had anything turn-based when it comes to zombie games on PCs though, but we've got a turn-based, squad-based strategy zombie survival game on the horizon too. Urban Strife is currently in development for PCs only and expected to launch next year. And if you're old school like me and my fam, brother, this might just be the one to keep an eye out for. But check this out.
Mission to save what's left of this world. Get your tools. Get your people. Get your fun ready.
Just like I said it just a few days prior, Zevolution is an open-world, post-apocalyptic multiplayer survival game that offers a huge world with a lot of different biomes and possibilities. Like, you can even farm in this game, and then even play in first-person or a third-person view to your liking. Now, Zevolution, maybe at the moment, is on Kickstarter, pledging for some like a mil shy of 300Ks with a release date of 2022 and into PCs only. Here's how it looks like. And last but not least, I mean, why not? We have Evil Seal. We're talking seal, you know, the substance, you know, the thing that's used to join two things together so that, you know, prevent falling apart. But in this case, though, Evil Seal is an action horror game in which the story begins when the first of a series of 7 seals is broken. We're talking doomsday, biblical judgment seals. Check this out. There's even a playable demo for this game on Steam that you can play right now.